Wow, what a result. 2-1 winners, Blackburn Rovers, opening up their campaign with a cheeky win, of course. 2-1 it was against West Bromwich Albion, a side that's going to be up there in the end, aren't they? They're going to be competing. Of course, I'm rocking my beach shirt. Right, maybe I should go to the beach, celebrate Rovers in fantastic style. Of course, goals. Let's talk about the goals. 2 breakaway goals from Rovers. In fact, let me sit on my lounge chair here, as of course I'm still buzzing. I'm buzzing so much I'm going to have to do the yard. I might have to go cut the grass. But anyway, 2-1 win. Goals from, of course, Dylan McInday with the first. Let's look at the creepy crawly on there. There's a couple of creepy crawlies on there. Little bastards hanging out on my chair. Yeah, big 2-1 win for Rovers. Goals from McInday. Middle of the first half. Breakaway goal. Smashed it in the back of the net. The second. In fact, I thought there was an offside shout for that first goal. But I was wrong. It counted, it stuck around. The second goal, quick fire as well, straight off the bat, straight from kickoff. Rovers pounced on maybe a bit of lackluster composure from West Brom. Harry Leonard, youngster, scoring the second goal there. And again, both were similar sort of style, tight angles. And put it in the back of the net. So Rovers 2-0 up half-time, home and hosed, you thought? Yes, for the most part, but West Brom decided to give us a game. An early goal from them, from their forever man. Matt Phillips, of course, always scores against us. He's the new, what's his chops? I don't know, whatever. He's the new guy, always scores against us, but tucked it away. Made it a very, very nervous second half. Fortunately for us, our defensive heads were in the game. Of course, Pears has got a lot to do, a lot to a lot of responsibility rests on his shoulders now. Kaminski's gone right here as of right now. Of course, we may get another goalkeeper in and may get another decent goalkeeper in who can compete with Pears. But at the moment, he is our goalkeeper. And of course, he had to pull off some great saves. Also great performances for the back line as well. Carter, Hyam, that partnership could be a difference maker for us. Again, we've lost Phillips. The long-term plan of Phillips is gone. Of course, we're now much weaker in that department. So can we get another key, experienced centre-back in the ranks? Of course, Danny Bath was linked with us, but that rumour seems to have been quashed. And of course, attacking. We definitely need more experience up top. It was great to see the youngsters get goals. It was great to have the nous or the belief that these young kids can actually do us a turn here this campaign. I'm not saying we're gonna be pinning our hopes on them to keep us in the mix, but definitely at least can provide some outlay of goals. And of course they did that today. McInday looked brilliant for the majority of the first half. Harry Leonard should have had a hat trick. He had 2 or 3 decent chances if it wasn't for the stalwart defending of West Brom. So I think it was a good performance from Leonard. I'll probably give him the man of the match, I think. And a great goal for him to start the campaign. And you know what? That's the sort of challenge down to the Ennises of the world, the Gallaghers of the world, and whoever else is lined up to be our attacking men this season. You need to take your chance and go for it. And McInday did just that. Of course, had last season flirted with the first team, didn't really break in, but today he started and he scored. That's what we need, and we need more of that. We need the Tyree Stolans now to step up to the plate as well. Let's talk a little bit about West Brom before we come back down to Rovers. I thought West Brom were good. Shante was a handful. If you have a second one of those, you guys have got some beefy front lines there. Of course, you're going to be pinning your hopes on Daryl DK, and I think he is of a similar sort of build to that of Thomas Ashante. So once he's fit, those two guys can be causing you problems. I thought this was going to be a 0-0. I would have taken a draw at start of the game, but I feel very happy about this. I feel very happy that we picked up the 3 points. It's good to get the first win out of the bag. Of course, it gives us now a little bit of breathing room for Rotherham, which is going to be a difficult place to go on Saturday. Of course, but we do have the Walsall game in the middle of this. A chance for the fringe players, the Callum Brittons, maybe even the new signing of a goalkeeper can come straight to the team for Tuesday. If we can get that done and dusted now, like right here, right now, maybe even announce it this evening, then he could be straight training Sunday, Monday, and into the team for Tuesday. That's what I would like to see, the young Swede or the Swedish keeper, if signed, to play on Tuesday, and then we'll see how good he is. Just give him a little dose of Carabao Cup football. But West Brom, they'll be all right. I think they're going to compete with us, and I think they'll probably even finish above us in the table at the moment, because they've got all the experience in the midfield. They've got some really tasty options up top. Yes, they might have some own financial shenanigans to deal with themselves, but they've brought in that Salamento. He looked lively from the bench, so he's going to cause some problems. Get Dianganga fit, and guess what? You're going to be causing ripping up defences left, right, and centre. As for us, if this game was another 5 or 10 minutes longer, I think we would have been sharing the points, but I think we just had that defensive head on our games, on our shoulders, and we managed to hold on. So I'm, for one, happy for the opening day victory. We can now breathe a little bit, enjoy the Carabao Cup, win, lose or draw. It might go to penalties, I did see Walsall did lose. And I think West Brom have a Championship Carabao Cup action. That's going to be tasty as well. So we'll keep an eye on those guys midweek. But hey, how do you start? The best way to start a season is with a win. We got one at home as well. Let's make it a fortress. Let's, of course, get some signings in. If we could get some signings in this week, not just the goalkeeper, but maybe another one, then I think we'll the mood will change and change dramatically. Because right here, right now, that's the thing. That's my feeling is if we can keep the positivity going beyond the international break, when Sigurdsson, of course, comes back, and of course Gallagher comes back, and have a much more stronger squad, because we were threadbare. There was at least two youngsters on the pitch that you wouldn't have imagined to be anywhere near this team at the start of the season. So get more experience in, believe in the project, and we might not just be outsiders for the playoff. We could be once again legitimate contenders for the playoff, and that's what I would like to see from Rovers this campaign. Of course, there are a lot of people are Debbie Downers from Rovers at the moment. We've got to take this win, use it as a momentum, as a springboard for this next week, because again, the games do come thick and fast, regardless if it's the Carabao Cup. Of course, if we get a win in the Carabao Cup, guess what? We squeeze another game in the month of August before the international break. So it just keeps on getting busier, and it's a winnable game. Also, they will come here looking for it, or come to Ewood and look for a win. But I'll be hoping to at least get past this first hurdle into the next round and see what lies beyond. I don't know how we're going to do the coverage of that this week, but of course I look forward to the game itself, whether I can watch it or just keep up to date with the commentary wherever it is. But of course, opening day win, happy for the goals, happy for the performances. Tronstad had a debut as well. I thought he did okay. Nothing, I think, with him on the pitch, I think we looked more comfortable, but again, at that point when West Brom pulled one back, it was ropey, and we had to kind of get a bit more of a stranglehold of the game. And Wharton came on a little bit dicey, a little bit nervy at times, but again, start to pick some passes apart and eventually settled into the game. That's what we wanted to do. And I'm glad we held on. Rovers usually shit the bed at the end of the games, and today it was a good chance for the mentalness for Rovers, and we absolutely stood up and of course held on for the W. Again, time wasting is a problem. Set pieces are a problem, and scoring goals is going to be a problem for Rovers, and those are the areas for me as an outsider. Of course, I ain't part of the Rovers coaching staff, but that's some of the areas I'd like to improve upon. If we can bring in a set piece wide man, somebody with a right or a left foot who can put a ball in from a corner or a free kick, that's the sort of stuff I'll be looking for. I don't want one of these inexperienced kids who, like Harvey Elliott. Don't get me wrong, he was a great player for us, but pinning our hopes on a low knee as our set piece taker would not be my cup of tea. Anyway, make sure you subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. We'll be back with a detailed review. Look at the stats, look at the numbers. Of course, hopefully we'll hear back from the fans in the fan camp. Jacob is at the ground. We might get a vlog from him as well. But also, we'll check out what's happening on Twitter. And again, make sure you follow me on the Twitter, Twitch, and all that kind of stuff. But that's it. I'm happy. Hopefully you are happy. I might even have a beer tonight. But of course, before that, I've got to cut the grass. That's right. Play minefield with Luna and a piles of poop. They're all out there. But of course, I'm happy. Hopefully you are too. Subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell, guys. Back, of course, this week, non-stop coverage here in deepest, darkest Georgia. Rocking the Rover shirt. But of course, I'll see you soon for the next one, guys. And go subscribe, thumbs up, hit the little bell. Of course, catch you on the flip. Oh, that's the wrong button. I don't even know what I'm doing. How do I exit this? I think that does it.